Hello and welcome to this presentation on where Airbnb can go from here. From reading the case study provided and further research carried out, three major problems were identified and solutions proposed for Airbnb's continuous growth. The three problems identified were direct and indirect competition, different cultures, different countries, and trust issues. Airbnb was founded by Brian Chesky and Joe Gibbia to help cover rent in San Francisco in 2008. Originally known as Air Bed and Breakfast, but later changed its name in 2009 to Airbnb. Airbnb's mission statement is to create a world where people can belong through healthy travel that is local, authentic, diverse, inclusive, and sustainable. Airbnb operates a peer-to-peer business model in which entities earn money by commission on exchanges, so revenue growth depends on increasing the number of trades. With around 2 million people on average staying in an Airbnb per night and with over 400 million guest arrivals since its startup in 2008, Airbnb is certainly leading the charge in the short-term rental market. Airbnb has a number of direct and indirect competitors in the short-term rental of primary and secondary residence, such as couchsurfing, guest-to-guest, and home away, to name a few. One of their direct competitors and operating a similar business model is HomeAway, who in 2006 acquired both VRBO and VacationsRental.com. Now with over 1 million listings in 190 countries, it is beginning to make a serious stride in this market. Couchsurf is a direct competitor of Airbnb but offers a more unique service. Couchsurf is a free service for travelers who share a home with their hosts. Both guests and hosts have to pay a once-off verification fee of $60 and are then free to travel about the world with nothing more than the clothes on their back. With over 10 million users in more than 200,000 cities, Couchsurfing certainly has the capacity to challenge Airbnb for their home share market. Alone, neither competitor would challenge Airbnb. However, its HomeAway and guest-to-guest advertisement through online travel agencies that have a proper knock-on effect. Airbnb's indirect competitors, online travel agencies such as Expedia and Bookings.com, advertise a much wider variety of accommodation such as hotels, apartments, villas, hostels, resorts, and bed and breakfasts. Booking.com is a clear global leader when it comes to every financial metric such as revenue, value, and market share. But with inventory, it's a different story. Booking's 1.2 million non-hotel accommodations listing is pale in comparison to Airbnb's 4 million plus listings. How will Airbnb combat the rise of online travel agencies and apart hotels? Airbnb need to go on the attack. They need to begin to enter the hotel market and use their platform as a way of travelers to book boutique hotels along with bed and breakfasts. Perhaps Airbnb's most attractive feature for hotels that want to advertise on their platform is the fact that Airbnb's commission fee is significantly less costly than that of its online travel competitors such as Booking and Expedia. Booking and Expedia can charge hotels a commission fee as high as 25% compared to Airbnb's 3 to 5%. However, Airbnb also collects a guest fee which is around 0 to 20% of the booking subtotal. Airbnb China is one of 4 businesses Airbnb has prioritized. Airbnb want to find a place in the Chinese market. However, figuring out how to build the Airbnb brand in China is hard for a number of reasons. Airbnb faces a number of homegrown competitors, all of whom are competing by offering discounts and cheap services to budget-conscious travelers. The Chinese market is dominated by 3 companies, Alibaba, Tencent, and Baidu. For example, a popular app named Mafungo targets travelers and offers a multitude of services such as ordering hotels, hostels, and food in the surrounding area that are recommended on optimum travel maps. When consumers travel abroad, it can order the different level of hotel or hostels and fulfill the different needs and desires. After years, Mafungo has already established itself in a vital position in the Chinese market and will be difficult to destroy in a short period of time. Airbnb has had several public stumbles to date. The name it chose, Abing, was a subject of ridicule by many Chinese consumers who thought it sounded goofy. Also, the company has had trouble finding and keeping a chief to its Chinese business. Its first chief, Gi Hong, left in October 2017 after just 4 months in the role. Therefore, in order for Airbnb to take place in the Chinese market, Airbnb need to stay in the good graces with the Chinese government. It has come to agreements with several Chinese cities to ensure it can operate, and it has been upfront with its plans to share guest data with the Chinese authorities. It can also cooperate with other markets. For example, in 2018, Chengdu research based of panda breeding has reached strategic cooperation with Airbnb on the concept of sustainable tourism. In the next 10 years, the two sides will conduct high in-depth cooperation on sustainable tourism, mainly including brand building, cultural promotion of pandas, and the construction of wildlife preservative sanctuaries for the panda base. Throughout our research of problems Airbnb has endured, we noticed a number of problems faced by Airbnb Nigeria since it's been introduced in 2014. The commodification of trust, which has made Airbnb a multi-billion-dollar firm, does not work in Nigeria. Personal safety and fear of online scams are just a few of the issues Airbnb Nigeria faces. When you do not have trust, nothing can work. Nigerians like cash and carry transactions. This essentially means when Nigerians spend money on something, they want to get the gratification immediately, or better again, they want to inspect before buying. As the internet penetrated the Nigerian society, the corruption went digital. Military men ripped off the Commonwealth citizen using online scams. The internet provided a window for this corruption. The knock-on effect is that the internet in Nigeria became so corrupt that many banks and courts would not accept emails or documents from the web. To date, there is little Airbnb can do about this trust. However, changing this unfortunate path of Nigeria's poison technology sector will not happen overnight. It will require orientation of civility and decency, which will take time to evolve. That is when we can see the companies like Airbnb require a high level of trust to flourish again. Not just for the travellers coming into Nigeria, but also for their Nigerian equivalents. In conclusion, there's no doubt Airbnb is leading the way in their unique market. As people have more need to rent out personal spaces for an increased income, Airbnb has the ability to increase profits as its network continues to grow. Airbnb will always rely on their network increasing and the need for users to create income through sharing. However, it's how Airbnb deals with these competitors, cultural difference, and trust issues mentioned above that will determine how far this extraordinary company can go.